Hello friends, welcome to Dev Defense Academy. If you like our video, do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel by pressing the bell icon. Physical fitness is not only one of the most important keys to a healthy body, it is the basis of dynamic and creative intellectual activity. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you on board to Dev Defense Academy. And today, the topic of our discussion will be: is physical fitness necessary for selection in the SSB interview? Candidates going to SSB interviews have many questions in mind. Here we have compiled some of the most relevant and frequently asked questions by the candidates appearing or preparing for the SSB interviews. What all physical tests are required to pass for the selection? What is the level of physical fitness required for the selection? Is snake race a physical test which they have to pass? How many individual obstacles are there in GTO's tasks they have to pass? Are playing games and sports necessary for the selection? Do they have to carry the certificate for the proficiency/achievements in games? Whether underweight or overweight candidates get rejected in SSB? And so on. Let us start resolving your doubts one by one. The level of physical fitness required in SSB for the candidate is as under. The candidate should be physically fit and mentally tough to withstand stress. Candidate should be physically fit to withstand the rigors of life. They should have a minimum stamina to withstand protracted physical strain and endurance. Some of the group tests demand active participation of candidates, from which no exemption is permitted. Is snake race a physical test which has to be passed? The snake race conducted by the GTO is not a test, but is like a group exercise between 2 to 3 group of candidates. Each group has up to 10 candidates. At a time, a single group performs. It is not an individual activity, and candidates are judged on their group performance. It is to see active participation of candidates, their team spirit, cooperation, and helpful nature in the group. The leadership qualities displayed by the candidate for the victory of their respective group is also noted by the GTO. How many individual obstacles are there in GTO's task which they have to pass? There are 10 individual obstacles which candidates have to do within a period of 3 minutes. They may follow any sequence and can repeat also certain obstacles if time permits. The marks of each obstacle is allotted in sequence from 1 to 10. Like, first obstacle is of 1 mark and the 10th obstacle is of 10 marks. Demonstration for correct way or technique of doing various obstacles will be done by the NCO present there. There are no passing marks for any individual obstacle, but sometimes candidate completing 5 obstacles are also selected for SSB, but only when their performance in other tests is exemplary. Are playing games and sports necessary for the selection? Being a good player is not necessary for candidates. If they are a good player of some game, it may be an added advantage for them. Also, if any candidate is an outstanding player and represents its school, college, district, state or national team, he must carry his certificate. It will certainly create a good impression before the board. Whether underweight or overweight candidates get rejected in SSB? As we all know that only physically fit candidates are selected by SSB. Their body weight should be as per their height. the adjoining picture gives us an approximation of the various heights and weight measures. But sometimes even candidates who are underweight or overweight as per their height may also be selected in SSB by getting exemptions of 5 kg on either sides. That is, if a candidate is 5 kgs overweight or 5 kgs underweight, he may get certain exemptions. If they don't come in that limit, they are rejected temporarily by the medical board. However, since it is a temporary rejection on medical grounds, they have a chance to work on themselves, improve their weight such that they fall in the prescribed weight limit before joining their respective academies. Friends, we tried answering your questions in the best possible way. Now there are a list of few key takeaways which we should always remember. As we know that all the tests conducted by SSB are the tests of their personality, which includes physical fitness and mental robustness, their military-bearing officer-like qualities and leadership traits possessed by them. But we must know that only healthy body can have healthy mind. The OLQs and leadership traits including military-bearing stamina, discipline, courage, moral courage and confidence, for which candidate is tested in all the tests can be achieved by only developing physical fitness. In interviews, President can also invariably ask questions like, how do you keep yourself physically fit? Do you play any games? Have you participated in any match? What is your regular routine? All such questions by the President indicate that he wants to know about the physical activities of the candidate. We must give positive response to such questions so that good impression is created, which will ensure your selection. Therefore, we always advise candidates who are appearing in SSB interviews that they must make timetables for their better preparation and selection. In their timetable, in addition to practice for group discussion, they should also include going for jogging in the morning and playing games in the evening for at least an hour. This will not only help them in doing all the tests and individual obstacles in SSB, but will also help in their training during NDA, IMA and OTA. We also advise candidates that they must play some games like volleyball, basketball, football, hockey, swimming, kabaddi, etc. in the evenings to ensure the selection in SSB. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all from our side for today. In our next video, we may advise candidates how they can develop OLQ-like personalities. So stay tuned in this space, and yes, do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel to get all the notifications on time.